Hello, I am Test Drive, and welcome back to more Forza Motorsport on the Xbox. And in this video, we are going to go race, and I think, now that we've finished one of the professional events, we're actually going to go back and forth a little bit. So we're going to do some point-to-point and amateur events in between each of the professional events. I don't know how many there are under level 10 for both of these, but I suppose we will find out real quick. Yeah, there are 4 amateur events here, so yeah, we'll do this Rotary-Engine challenge next. We have 4 races once again. I have 1 car eligible. I guess that's my FC RX-7, I think. Yes, it is. But for our opponents, oh lord, we have A4 class cars. Okay. We have A4, B4, and C4. I could use this opportunity to do something very funny. And of course, our model family has to be RX-7 or RX-8. So, I think I might do the funny. So we're gonna go to buy cars. First we have to buy a Mazda, as that is the only cars that are available. I have 3 options. One of them I've already used, so 2 options technically. And we have the 04 Mazda RX-8 and the 95 Mazda RX-7 Turbo, the FD, an American market car, believe it or not, with its 255 horsepower. But we're not gonna use the RX-7, we're gonna use the RX-8. Because there's something very silly I can do, so I want to do it. And we could pick our color. I might just go with the yellow, actually. There's all of our stats: 238 horsepower, 159 foot-pounds of torque, 3,000 pounds. Okay-ish stats, not fantastic, but definitely, I think, deserving of C4 class at least. So we will go ahead and buy the Mazda RX-8 for 23,000 credits. And let me just show you why this car is silly. I've used this car before. I don't know if I used it in the last time I played this game, but if we go over here to chassis and drivetrain, and we go to tires, so of course we have the Y-rated tires that are perfectly normal. Then we have DOT spec, which makes the tires way wider and way lower profile. And the car looks fucking ridiculous with these tires on. So of course, we are picking these. I am 100% going to use the DOT spec tires for the first time in the entire game. There's all the stats and everything. Yes, I am absolutely using those because you can kind of tell how silly this is going to be. But we will, of course, do some more upgrades of clutch and flywheel, at least a modified transmission. Probably go for club sport brakes, try and get some good handling. We do not have discounts on any of these, so let's go for club sport suspension. Do I want to do any weight reduction? I could. You know what? Sure, let's do modified weight reduction to remove 61 pounds. And I will do a club sport differential just to make sure that we're not spinning one tire. This car also does have body kits, so we will absolutely be putting some form of body kit on this car. I kind of want to use the stock wheels just because I think they're funny. Let's go for a medium tint, why not? And let's see what we have here. So we have the full Mazda Speed kit, but if I didn't say it, the Mazda Speed RX-8 is the car we're winning from this. So I think it would be silly to put on the Mazda Speed kit. But we do have a bunch of other options too, like a lot of other options, which all of them reduce the speed rating, unfortunately. I'm tempted to do the Ings one. Yeah, we'll do Ings, why not? And for our rear bumper, we got the Mazda Speed rear bumper, of course. Oh, the Ings one is like thick. It adds thickness to the car. Yeah, we'll go with that. And for a side skirt, we do not have an Ings side skirt, unfortunately. But I think this feed one will be good enough. We do have a hood, which does actually improve the acceleration rating by removing 33 pounds, I think that is. Yeah, we'll get that. And a spoiler. We have our Magic or Mazda Speed or Forza. So we will go ahead and pick the R Magic one because I think it looks cool. And we can add a little bit of power, I suppose. Not much though. Shockingly enough, there is no options for supercharger or turbocharger for this car. I could almost put the 20B in this car. It moves up 1 subclass too high, unfortunately. But it looks like we can add a moderate amount of power and keep it in A4 class. That's 31 horsepower. We'll go for modified engine tuning, which does improve the stuff quite a bit. And it looks like I can Add about 7 more horsepower with the modified intake and exhaust, bringing us up to 276. Gentleman's agreement. But yeah, there we go. I suppose that will be our Mazda RX-8. I cannot add any more upgrades of any sort. Well, I could if I wanted to do more of these, but I don't. We have okay stats. I'll give those an okay out of 10. But yeah, you can tell that the tires are a little ridiculous. They're not as ridiculous as I thought they was going to be. I thought I remembered them being way more like wider and out of the fender flare, or fender, like outside the fenders. But they are outside the fenders. If you look at them, they go, the stance on this car is kind of ridiculous. So anyways, let's see how this car does in some actual racing in amateur once again. And under Rotary-Engine Challenge, open the Mazda's rotary-equipped cars such as the RX-7 or RX-8. First place receives the Mazda RX-8 Mazda Speed, as mentioned previously, I think. So yeah, there's all of our stuff and all of our restrictions, and let's get into this and see where we're going. Oh lord, we are starting at Sunset Peninsula, and then New York Short, Alpine Ring, and Blue Mountains Raceway. 7,000 credits per race, so not terrible. Not as much as we were getting in the professional events, but that makes sense. I don't know how to feel about the Sunset Peninsula Speedway race. I don't think this car has like a speed rating of like 5.3. Well, I guess we'll give it a try. Yeah, 2 laps also. Very short race for some reason. All right, I am starting roughly in the middle, actually right in the middle, technically, in 4th place. Oh lord, all of the A-class cars are up ahead of me. And I think even a B-class car, a B4 class car. See if I can do this. I kind of did put on body kits that ruined my top speed rating. So that was my fault, 100%. Oh my god, all the rotary sounds. Not feeling great about my chances with this. I'm really not. I mean, I am hanging on, and actually catching up slowly. And I am drafting, so... Oh, wait, hold on. I don't know what's going on here. Oh my god! Oh my god, the sabotagery from the AI to the other AI. Alright, well, I'm in first, somehow. Well, I lost my draft, though, so... I'm just going to hope that the AI slow down on the turns a little bit. Or at the least I can block/draft off of this Ings RX-7 again. I think this is the Ings RX-7. It is really unfortunate that I wasn't able to put a turbo on this car. I kind of wanted to. But it's fine. Yeah, this car has a pretty garbage top speed. It doesn't really want to go 150 without a draft. And I was going 150 in a 4th or 3rd gen Eclipse. Oh my god, what is happening behind me? I might be fine. We might be chilling, actually. Please don't hit me. Oh my god, you almost hit me. I am so hard foot to the floor right now, you don't even know. They are, like, absolutely sabotaging each other. And then the rest of the cars are so far behind. Please go away. I think that's the... Isn't that the base RX-7? Oh! Oh, jeez! Oh, God! It's all went bad! Anyways, I somehow won. Cool, I guess. I think that was just the regular RX-7 turbo. Or the FD RX-7. Yes, it was. In 3rd place. That's crazy. The RX-8 Mazda Speed took 4th. Oh, there were 2 FD RX-7s. The Ings RX-7... Okay, so it was the AB Flug RX-7 that I was mostly having problems with. Actually, I don't know what. The RX-8? Yeah, the regular RX-8. Yeah, in last place. Unfortunately for it. They were really just going hard on each other in that. The Spirit R and the Ings RX-7 got the best lap times. 14,820 credits, not too bad. I'll take the extra 820 for car rarity, and we will get some credits, moving us closer to level 21. Might hit it in this video? I think we might actually. Let's see, so if it's 14,820, so 15k times 3 is 45. Yes, I should level up in this video, right? Yeah, That is if I don't get a ton of damage or something. All right, now to actual tracks. Unfortunately, the next one is New York short. Not feeling great about that one. Is it reversed? I don't remember actually. But yeah, we did finish Sunset Peninsula Speedway. I am in a solid 77th place out of 80, 3 spots ahead of the bottom. I'm going to assume that the Spirit R is probably the best car for this. Actually, well, there's not really any Spirit Rs on the very top besides this one. It's actually mostly the regular RX-7. The first RX-8 is in 55th place. Okay. Well, that's done at least. That's probably the scariest race of this entire thing. Let's move on to New York Short. Actually, I don't think there's a reverse version of this in this game, is there? Anyways, 1.8 miles for 3 laps. Another fairly short race for another 7,000 credits. And I think I'm going to actually get back all the money I spent on this car. All right, let's get into this. Starting in 4th once again, of course. I will have to most likely draft as hard as possible, at least at the very beginning of this. I think I'm really actually just lacking in top speed compared to these RX-7s. Okay, they are going to be weird around this because they always are. Okay. Yeah, I cannot pass this car without drafting. I thought both of them were going to hit the wall, I'm going to be honest with you. Oh! Oh, can I fucking help you? Can I fucking help you? Unfortunately, I am lacking in the power department. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to restart this. Alright. I have to do better at the very beginning of the race, basically. I feel like I didn't do better. I'm going to be honest with you. Well, that was almost good. Alright, we're going to restart one more time, because I'm still not catching up. I'm going to absolutely get my shit rocked here. Please don't try and go on the inside. Or, I guess, hit me. I can win this with this car as it is. Although I feel like adding more power and reducing the amount of handling upgrades might help. That's my own fault. I did that to myself. It's fine. I'm not that far behind, and there's nobody behind me to punt me in this corner. This might be our best opportunity yet. That wasn't good. That also wasn't good. Fuck. That also wasn't good. Alright. It's officially time to change up what I'm doing, unfortunately. I don't think I can tune the car in any way that I need to. I guess I could look at it real quick. We got our tire pressure. Yeah, I cannot change gearing. And yeah, I cannot change aero. We are changing up our upgrade strategy. We will sell weight reduction. I might have to go with lower rating tires too, which unfortunately makes the handling not good. But it's fine probably. Actually, you know what? Hold on. What if I do Club Sport weight reduction now to try and keep my handling better? And I guess we'll go for professional fuel and ignition. I think that's pretty much all I can do. Yeah, I definitely can't do any of those. We'll also go for Club Sport clutch and flywheel. And Club Sport transmission. Yeah, we'll try that out. Theoretically, my handling might still be okay, but I guess we'll see. I will do this without surpassing A4 class, I swear. All right, back to New York. Well, I'm starting in front this time. That's interesting. Let's see how this goes. Well, I'm already out-accelerating the other cars, which is a good thing here on New York. I do expected 100%, or I do get expected. What the fuck am I saying? I do expect to 100% get punted at some point during this, as it just happened. But it's fine. We live those. Oh, yeah, okay. Now, I hopefully pull away. Yes, I am 100% pulling away. We might have to... Actually, what track is after this? I know... Okay, Alpine Ring is after this, so we might actually be fine to keep this upgrade set up for this entire series of races. Please don't hurt me. Yeah, they go super wide around these turns. I don't think I'll have to worry about putting the upgrades back to how they were. kind of amazing that I won the oval race with this car the way it was, but I more so got lucky with the AI doing shenanigans. So, yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have silly tires anymore, but it's fine. I will figure out how to work things. Okay, I almost hit the wall, but it's fine. Yeah, I think we are definitely good. I will have to avoid punting in this turn up here, but they might not be close enough to even try to punt me. And the car isn't really that bad. The handling doesn't seem that much worse. I'm moderately convinced that better tires don't do as much as they say they do in this game, unfortunately. And it feels like my transmission and clutch upgrades are really helping me shift faster too. Okay. One more time around the squared off corners down here. For this series at least. I might not make back all the money I put in this car now, unfortunately. But that's fine. We'll still have like 100k, at least. Actually, I think we'll have... I'll be close to like 120 again, I think, 120k. And we are across the line, thankfully, in first place. This took a little bit of re-strategizing. And of course, the two RX-8s in the back, the Mazda Speed coming in dead last, which is supposed to be the better version, but whatever, I guess. We continue. I lost a few credits, but that's fine. Still got quite a few, and we actually get more car rarity bonus now because I changed the upgrades up. And 3% damage on the body for 349 credits of repairs. I'm also still just assuming that I'm going to level up. I think I will, because this will put me up to 490, 191, 92, 93. Yeah, after the next race, and we have 2 races left. Okay, I don't expect anything amazing for level 21, but we'll see when we get there. All right, let's look at the leaderboards now. What do we got here? 52nd. That's better. I mean, it is 52nd out of 75, but you know, at least more than 3 places up from the bottom. All right, and we move on to Alpine Ring for 3 laps, 2.2 miles, and another 7,000 credits. I think I'm gonna be able to keep these upgrades the way they are for these last 2 tracks. It feels like I'm gonna be just fine with having more of a power focus than a handling focus. And starting in front, once again, I just noticed that the RX-8 Mazda Speed actually starts in last place behind the regular RX-8. Again, I'm pretty sure the Mazda Speed's supposed to be better in some way, but oh well, I guess. All right, Alpine Ring. Been a bit since I've been here, unfortunately. Wait, no, the side markers on the back do not light up. Not a great launch, but I was too busy looking at rear side marker lights. You know how it is. Wow. Oh, somebody lost their spoiler. I saw that. It was not me, thankfully. Oh, and this track also has a spot that I can kind of just cheese easily. And by cheese, I mean take correctly, and the AI just do not take it correctly. So I think I'll be perfectly fine here, for sure. I still miss this track. I wish it was in newer games. All right. I am slightly keeping ahead. So the AI slowed down a lot there, but they also slowed down a lot through this little chicane or whatever you want to call this. I mean, I didn't do it perfectly, but it's fine. Alright, now we chill more. We do being chilling. I definitely think that the tires did help out some with keeping the car planted, but also I have more power now, so I don't know if that's just skewed because of that. Oh yeah, we are definitely good here as long as I don't make a catastrophic mistake. Not perfect at driving this car, but I never claimed to be. Still not doing everything perfectly right, but it's fine. I've never been one to be known as doing things perfectly. I just do them good enough. It just works, as they say. Uh-oh. Thankfully that wasn't sticky sand. You know what I was saying about the cheese section where I'm like, I just do it right? Yeah, about that. That's that section right there. Oh, we're drifting? Hold on. I'm cooking. Tokyo Drift. I'm still not ahead by much. I think I also remember my last playthrough, these RX-7s are a pain to deal with. Maybe not so much in this race series, but another one that we will see in the future. They will be a pretty massive pain in my ass, so... At least I'm winning against them now. I actually have one of them too, of course. Was it the AB Flug that I'm getting from this? I don't remember. It's one of the tuned ones, for sure. I just realized this is the first time I'm racing an A-Class, isn't it? Can I do this right for once? I mean, that was kind of right. It was moderately quick, at least. I think this is the first time I'm actually racing A-Class, like in the career mode, I should say. Because obviously in the time trials and the arcade races I did multiple times, but cool. Racing in higher classes is fun. Especially using a car from a lower class and then upgrading it to a higher class. Always find that fun. And there we go, Alpine Ring is done. And I did get the best lap by 0.03 seconds roughly. And there we go, everybody's finished. RX-8s bring at the back. And the Mazda Speed actually did get in 7th this time. And we got the full 14,963 credits that I will be getting now that I have more rarity on my car. Yeah, we'll definitely hit level 21 in the next race, or after the next race. 495, 458. All right, and that brings us to Blue Mountains Raceway, I think, which is another good track to have a decent amount of power at. You need some handling, but mostly power. 39th place out of 73, not bad. Let's see, will I be the highest RX-8? Nope, I am not the highest RX-8. I'm close to it though, I'm only 3 seconds behind. All right, Blue Mountains Raceway, final race here in the Rotary-Engine Challenge for Amateur. Another 7,000 credits, only 2 laps, and let's get started. All right, once again, starting in first for the last race here. Let's get into this and see if I can keep up my winning streak. By winning streak, I mean it's been 1 race that I've won on the first try. Well, I guess I won 2 races on the first try in this entire thing. We had contact behind me. I saw that. I actually wonder, I don't know what, or like how long Mount Panorama is. I think it's longer than 3.1 miles though. I think. I do not remember in the slightest though. We'll see if I can keep my first place up. I think I will be able to, because there is enough, like, acceleration areas in this track to at least keep pulling away from the AI, even if they do catch up to me a bit in the corners. I didn't realize how much this game used this track early on, too. I'm actually kind of surprised. I don't remember it being used this much. I remember you getting sick and tired of Silverstone and Laguna Seca. Or maybe that was after Forza 2. I don't remember. But I don't remember this track being used this much in the beginning of this game when I last played. 7 or 8 years ago or whatever it was. Or no, that was... I guess it was like 7 years ago at this point. Close to it. Between 6 and 7. Please don't hurt me. I know you're right behind me. Okay. No, you bastard. You will not stay in front of me. Or maybe you will try, actually. Okay, we're good. I do have the acceleration advantage still. Yeah, I don't think any of the, uh-oh. That's questionable, but it's fine. It's fine, everything's fine. We love those. Once again, thankful for no sticky dirt slash grass slash sand. There is some in some places in this game, but not there. Not in some of the places that I've went off the track, at least. But yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think any of the modified RX-7s have more than 300 horsepower. And I think I'm sitting at like 330 in this right now. It is still odd that there's no turbos or superchargers as an option for this car. But you can put in an engine from one of the tuned RX-7s that has a turbo, and you can upgrade the turbo from there. Just think it's odd. Ooh, okay. I was thinking about going flat out through there, but then I stopped thinking about it. Alright, they are right behind me again, of course, because that's just what they do. Uh-oh. And that's a great place to mess up, honestly. Nope. What if you don't go past me? How about that? And at least they don't really have opportunities to pass through here, because it is a very twisty and not wide section of the track. So that does help me out. I am by far not getting the best lap on this. The AI will be. But that's fine. Go! Thought I was gonna drift there and one of them were gonna pass me and I couldn't pass them back. A little scary. It's fine. I got style points. That's what matters, right? Alright, let's not go full flat out through here. And actually slow down a little bit. I mean, it's fine. I only took a little bit of a penalty. And we are officially done with our first Rotary challenge. Anyways, the Spirit R RX-7 did a better lap than the Ings RX-7 apparently. Actually, the regular 3rd gen, or the FC or FD RX-7 did. Anyways, there's all of our times at the end. The RX-8 Mazda Speed having a nice 222.069 at the end for best lap. Good job. And our full 14,963 credits. Let's get this bread and level 21. Yippee! And 510k? Yeah, let's go. 510, 421. Our next level is at almost 600,000. ACT extended their level of sponsorship. Modified in Club Sport Clutch and flywheel upgrades for all cars are 15% off in the upgrade shop. That is actually useful. And we get the other RX-8 in the game, which is, of course, the Mazda Speed that we were kind of racing against, but not really because it was always extremely far behind. Funny enough, this car does actually have worse acceleration than the regular RX-8, and I think the braking and cornering is roughly the same. It does have more power, though. 250 horsepower instead of 238, I think it was, for the base RX-8. Not a bad car. Might use it at some point, because it's pretty unique, actually. I know it came back in some of the newer games, because there wasn't an Well, actually, no, it was the RX-8 Mazda Speed and the RX-8 R3 were in some of the newer games. But there we go, another gold medal for myself. I do kind of want to see where I was on the leaderboards. 45th out of 70. Not terrible again. Not bad at all. But yeah, there is our first level 10 amateur event done. So maybe next episode we will head in to Point to check out the first level 10 event in it. But of course that will be in the next video. And we are up to 121,000 credits. Yippee. So that's pretty much back where I was, at least. And of course our RX-8, look at the history for exactly 25 miles. Nice. 0.28 hours of driving, a little bit of repairs, and I did ruin my winning percentage a little bit. Unfortunate, but there was no way I was going to win that New York race with the car how it was. And then, of course, down here in C-Class, we have the RX-8 Mazda Speed in its blurplish color of sorts. Have a look at my profile, almost 600 miles driven, almost 7 hours of time in race, 16.8% done with the career. And my value in my garage is over 1.5 million credits now. My winning percentage is down to 94.6%. Damn. And for our Xbox Live stats, I don't think anything has really changed. I don't think my hot lap rank was much above 70 previously. So yeah, that will be that, I suppose. Thank you all so very much for watching this video. And I will see you in the next one where we take on some more point-to-point racing. Yippee.